Hi, this is Anna in Meditation with the Healing Garden. Welcome to Pando, and have I got news? I want to cry. All right, so one of my favorite things that I love to do is reverse engineer stuff. I love reverse engineering stuff. And every time I open the next stage of the business process, I get to reverse engineer a new thing. The best thing is I can identify it for what it really is organically. And then I get to go, whoa. So this is what it really is. And then I break it down organically. And this is really vital. You have basically a force. No, those are the wrong words. You have when someone forces it, and then you have the organic method. What we do is organic and authentic. It is the only way I work, which means I have to literally follow my instinct around going, which is the right way until I find the right way. And then it clicks. Now, this way over here pulls me toward that way. So it's been learning how to block that out so I can literally preserve the authentic and organic way. When I find the organic way, I have the skills that I can immediately reverse engineer, dissect it, identify precisely the formula, and then poof, I give it to you. So that's what we're doing. You do not cold call DMs. You do not randomly DM people. That is not what you do. That is wrong. I'm going to just explain this. And then there's going to be a part of your brain that goes, oh my God, I know what you're explaining. And I'm going to go, uh-huh. You do not DM people. You do not cold call. What you do is you find your people. You are looking for your peers. Now you're going to have 3 peers. You are going to have your ethical perspective. This is exactly your match. This is your perfect match. If you know music, I'm going to give you some musical terms. This is literally your key signature. Now, this is your tonic. You're only going to want 2 other people in your group. You are going to want your true perfect tone, and you are going to want your 5th chord, your dominant chord. So I'm going to translate this from musical terminology on over. What this means is you're going to have your people. This is, you have a barbecue, you have a pool, and you invite your bestest of bestest friends over. And everyone comes to the pool. These are your dudes. These are your people. Now, you're going to have different degrees of people. There are only 2 degrees you really want to focus on. 3 degrees. You want your absolute, these are your people. Your people. The next one is going to be your on the level. We're going to call them on the level people. And I'm going to translate this a couple more times for you. And then the next one is going to be your 1 step behind you people. Now, 1 step behind, these are the people who your services are going to be targeted for. The 1 step behind people are the people who you've already done what they're doing and you're cheering them on. So you think of it more like a parent-child, parent-creation relationship where you are the older sibling and you're cheering them on. You're going, yeah, you can do it. Come on. Those are your people. They're going to be your future peers, and that's it. So you're nourishing them and cheering them on. The next people are your overall, it's like a combination of the people you're cheering, but then there's the people who are on par with you and they've made it and you've made it and you're in the exact same space. You know what they know what you know. Now, here's the difference. They took a different way to get here. You took this path, they took this path. So here's the difference. Now you're going to be looking at, yeah, you're in the same space, but their path is different from yours. So you're both are going to have information that the other can use. And this is where you really want to this is where you also want to do sales is, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've had that problem and I have a solution for it that worked for me over here. Now they're 100% your equal. They are in the exact same everything as you. You just have a different way of doing it. You have different kind of knowledge that they don't have. So for them, you want to be able to provide them with your unique education for their situation. And it's enhancing what they already have. Now, the people who you're cheering them on, their future is going to be with the other group. So you have your present self, you have your past self. Do you see what I'm doing here? And you have your future self. So you have your past version of yourself, a future version of yourself, and a present version of yourself. And what you want is to fill your circle with those three types of people. Find people who are literally following behind you in your footsteps. Those are the people you're going to cheer on. You're going to have people who you are aspiring to reach, and then you're going to have people who are right on the same path with you, where you bring your unique talent, where you're saying to everybody, I've been where you've been. I'm going where you're going, but I've got something different. So what you really want is something different. Something different. And then you have your way. So that's what you're really looking for, something different in your way. That's what you've got. So when you are looking for people, you are actually building your network. You are building your network. Now, these people are going to be your staff. They're going to be your coworkers. They're going to be your employees. They're going to be your patrons. They are your network. You should not be hiring staff people who are not in this type of a network. You should not be hiring people who are not in this kind of category. You all have the same vision. Ethical leadership is mine. They all have the same thing in mind. They're all going to the same place. They all desire the same thing. Now, how they get there, what they're doing, not relevant. Our relevancy is the mission, is the purpose. So then what you're really doing is focusing on build the network. That's all you're focusing on. You're not focusing on sales. You're focusing on network. You want to ask the question, who can I nurture? And that would be your past. You want to nurture the past version of yourself. You want to, who do I want to lead me? So now you're looking for your leader. It's so funny because I have names and people in my network who are like fused. And I'm going, oh, I know who that is. And then you have people who are matched specifically right to you. However, and those are your coworkers. Those are your peers. Those are the people who are literally like, those are your BFFs. Your presents are your BFFs. And this is exactly it. So you're going to want something available for each one of them so that your future self can come to your past self and say, hey, you got something different. Now, so you've got your way and you've got something different. Now, what you're going to be selling to these people is not at all what they already know. It's going to be that something different. So now you talk to them. You're nurturing your network. That's what you're doing. So that when one of them says, hey, I need X or I want X, this is what I'm looking for, now you can step into the resource, into the form and market and say, hey, I've got what you're looking for. And that's how it's done. It's when you say the words, I need X or Y, and you say, hey, I've got what you're looking for. And that's how it's done. Now you've got a reason to go to the DM. Now you're set and your friends. So now you're talking, but you got a purpose for this talk. You've got a purpose for the call. So now you're going to sit down and you're going to discuss it. And and this is it right here. The next question is, how can I nourish you? How can I nourish you? What do you need? And there it is. That's all it is. It is that simple. I'm going to call this something simple. And I'm going to put the formula together with all the math and the logic and the physics. Because this is so easy. It is so simple. And it's natural. And it's organic. You know, I see this whole, like an orange juice commercial from the 80s. Would you like your business to be natural and authentic? We've got something for you. It's called Mother Nature's business model, as natural as cotton without the itch. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I've been doing these kind of commercials since I was 10 with my sister. We have a VHS of us just recording a whole lot of really weird shit. How we just redid old 1980s commercials on a VHS together. And we came up with some really weird shit. I'm going to be pulling a lot of information from those videos from when I was 10. This is what happens when theater and stage meets marketing. Oh, yeah, it's a hoot. Thank you so much. May the kindest of words always find you.